It's phenomenal to me. Like, you have Drake Maye, who just beat Josh Allen and
Yeah.
looks every bit as much like Josh Allen, but he's played 10 times more games than JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
And people forget, like, go back and look at Caleb Williams, Drake Maye, Jaden Daniels, even Patrick Mahomes' first game in the NFL. And there's an argument that could be made McCarthy actually had a better first game in the NFL
Yeah, because
because,
he came out.
well, and he threw 2 touchdown passes. None of those QBs, even Patrick Mahomes, threw a touchdown pass in their first NFL game. And yes, the Falcons game was ugly, but again, go look at the stats of those other QBs within their first 2 games. They didn't look that impressive either. In fact, Jaden Daniels, who led his team to the playoffs and to the NFC they were in the NFC
Yeah.
Championship. He didn't really start finding his own until the midway point of the season, if I remember last year. I think he had kind of struggled and then got injured a little bit. I remember he missed at least parts of a couple games, if not a week or two. And then after that is when they started showing up and beating some of the better teams, even playing the Eagles tight.
Mm-hmm.
But so in my opinion, we do not know at all. Like, if anything, what we've seen from McCarthy, he's slow. That ought to be a given. That's a given. That's going to happen with a rookie QB, especially a 22-year-old QB. He needs reps. The only way to speed up is to get him reps. So he needs reps. And then considering the O-line, I was again thinking through, like, so this is what Wentz did with a decimated O-line against the Browns, who have a very strong defensive line. But you have to remember, so many of the injuries that have now led to the Browns game happened in that Falcons game. And so when you're swapping out, Brian O'Neill goes down, Ryan Kelly gets another concussion, Michael Juergens got injured in that game. I think by the end of the game, Jackson was out even. And those are happening on the fly. They didn't have any time to practice and prep and create a scheme what they can do with this O-line. And so you had a whole week at least for Wentz and the offensive line to practice and get it prepped. I don't think it's fair to zero in on that Falcons game and define JJ McCarthy by that. That was total decimation. And I think Wentz would have looked very similar. I also think McCarthy would have looked very similar against the Bengals with how decimated they were. And so